What is going on, guys? Just thought I'd do some work today on the Prelude. I've been having some parts around and I haven't had any time to put them on, but now I have some downtime, and the weather has been amazing over here ever since the hurricane has passed through. And I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna be doing today. Alright, I just see on these door seals, these are pretty crappy looking. You can still buy these from Honda, but they're about, I think, $70 a piece each side. I am going to be buying some brand new ones later, but a while back I was at the junkyard. I found these off of a Prelude, and they seem in real good condition. You feel them, they still feel like pretty I don't know how to explain it, like rubbery. They don't feel like dried out. I do still gotta clean them up a little bit. This door handle is broken, like on how the other one was broken, except this one doesn't like stick out. But I still gotta go ahead and fix it, because eventually if I leave it like that, it's just gonna break off the handle. So I still gotta fix that. So I'm gonna do a driver's side first, because that's gonna be the easiest side to do. I would recommend replacing these clips right here, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to not to break them when I take this other one off, and so I could just go ahead and place them on there. So like I said, I got these for like $5 from the junkyard, but I'm just gonna be putting these on for now. I will buy the new ones later and just keep them in the box, so if they ever discontinue these, I will have a set later. So let's go ahead and get started on the driver's side. Alright, so here's the driver's side door seal, as you can see. Now if your door seals are discontinued, the best thing you're going to be able to do is either powder coat them like a satin finish or a matte finish, or you could go ahead and spray paint them for the cheaper option. You can see that's just dry. So yeah. Alright, let me go ahead and start taking off the door panel, and then so I could go ahead and roll the window down and get access to those clips, and hopefully I don't break them. So I got it off. I broke like 2 tabs. The other ones are kind of bent, but the plastic on them is still pretty flexible, so I could use these. Now I still got to clean up the other one I have, and to get these off you could just slide them. Just slide them through. If I had 2 hands I could do it, but as you guys probably saw, it was a little hard to get up. But once you get it up a little bit to where you could kind of grab it and just lift up, it becomes a whole lot easier. But when they're in there at first, it's hard to start lifting up. So you're probably gonna have to break the first one and get the second one up. So once you lift it up, you just could pry up with it with your hands, and that's what makes it easier. Let me go ahead and clean this one up, and then I'll go ahead and put the tabs on it, and then just go ahead and snap it right back in. If anyone ever wonders what I'd be cleaning my interior and some of my exterior parts with, it's 409 and a toothbrush. If it's like an engine part and it has like grease on it and stuff, then I'll use what is it, Purple Power. And yeah, for this, just regular 409 and scrub it with the toothbrush. Alright, went ahead and cleaned this up. I don't know if you can see on camera, but you can see it's a little dry, but that's usual, especially with a car this old. And like I said, I got this off of a Prelude that was at a junkyard, but that's all good because you could just put a little bit of shine on it. This is all washed up, like I said, took off all the grease, everything off of it. So of course you're going to see some wear and tear on them. but I already put the clips on it. I'm gonna go ahead and snap it back into the door, and it should be good to go. Looks a whole lot better. Just need to put a little bit of shine on it. Let's take a look at this other side. Yeah, this side looks so crappy. Gonna go ahead and do this side and go ahead and fix that door handle. Like I said, this is used, so don't expect it to be perfect. Like I said, I want to buy the OEM ones from factory, so when these peel, I have another set to put on. Alright, gonna go ahead and do the passenger side and go ahead and fix that door handle. So there it is, the window seal trim. I'm gonna go ahead and take out the passenger side door handle and go ahead and fix that handle. Also, when I drive, sometimes like a little bit of vibrations, I'll hear the spring in the door handle like vibrate because it is just hanging loose. So I mean, I don't think other people hear it, but I hear it. So I mean, just going to go ahead and get rid of that and should be good. Hardest part is taking out the door handle. Alright, so on the other video where I fixed the driver's side door handle, I didn't really show how to get the door handle out. So this video, I'm going to try to show you guys exactly how to take it out. So as you can see, this liner is just kind of hanging. So I'm not going to take it off because if you guys saw on my driver's side one, when I put the door panel back on, it just kind of sags back down. And eventually I'm going to replace this plastic and just have like a more like professional looking one and actually keep sound out. But if I just put it down, I could reach that screw right there. So gonna need a ratchet, extension, and a 10 millimeter socket. And then also you're going to go ahead and take this off. You could just poke it. Not like when you have the door panel on, anyone's going to see it. So you could go ahead and just take it off too. Just gonna go ahead and take it off. Alright, so it's kind of hard to show what I was doing, but if you guys see that green plastic tab over here, if it'll focus right there, you gotta get a screwdriver, pop it up, and get the rod out. And then after that, you gotta find a screwdriver that fits through here, and there'll be like a, you guys could see, like this white thing. Let me see. That white plastic right there, that's like a sensor that goes on the key, on like the key, the cylinder, and it's held on by a screw. And so you gotta get a Phillips screwdriver and get that screw off, and so you could get that plug off of it. I found that it helps a lot. But you could do all that before you take off the bolts if you want to, so it keeps the door handle in place instead of pushing in and out. After that, you could go ahead and push the door handle out. It's kind of a little bit hard to push out just because it kind of goes up and in. So I got it right here. Also, you might want to put a little bit of tape around your door handle where the hole is at so you don't scratch your car. I know I didn't do that, so don't listen to me. So all that is left is a clip on the door rod over here. They're kind of a little bit hard to get out because you gotta pry them open and then bring the door rod out. And I recommend taking, well, if you're just doing it one time, it probably won't break, but you could just reuse that plastic clip that's in there. I'm gonna go ahead and take that one out and then have the door handle out and go ahead and fix the handle. Actually, I just thought of this right now. You could just go ahead and spin it off of the door rod if you can't take it off. So that's what I'm gonna do, because these clips, if you can't cut them and you're trying to reuse it, then it's kind of hard to pop it out. But if you could cut them and get a new one, then you could just go ahead and do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and mark it where it's at. Alright, so here's the door handle here. As you can see, this spring is just chilling. But the spring, this part, should be onto here, this plastic piece. And the plastic piece broke. See, that should be over here. So when it'll just snap right back with the spring and won't be loose. And so this, basically I could just take this off because it's broken. So that's that. And what I'm gonna do, where this is at, I'm gonna go ahead and drill a little hole right here. Won't focus. A hole right here. And then put a nail in there. Put the nail in there. Use quick steel with it. Once that quick steel is dry, go ahead and chop the nail. And go ahead and file it down as short as I can, because you got the body line in the on the door that if it's too tall, it'll hit the body line and it won't close all the way. Alright, so as you guys saw, I drilled the hole. I couldn't find the drill bit that I used on this drill last time. I just used this from the Dremel. I don't even know what this is. It's probably some type of deburr. I don't know, but I just used it as a drill bit. And so what I did now, I grounded down the nail, the tip of it, so it has a flat surface, and it's to me it has more material, instead of just relying on the quick steel to hold it in, instead of the tip, like the very fine point, just kind of moving around. So it fits in there a little tiny bit loosely, but with the quick steel it should be fine. This is my second time putting in this nail. I already chopped it off and grinded it down, but the first time it wasn't in there deep enough. So then I finally found a drill bit that was small enough to go in there, and so I could use the drill, and it was smaller than the little thing I used on the Dremel. So I drilled in there. It gave it a better fit, like a snug fit, and then went ahead and threw some quick steel. Now I'm gonna let the quick steel dry longer. I'm gonna go ahead and go to work for a few hours, and at night I'm gonna go ahead and put on the door handle. I'm gonna try to record it, but if I don't, you guys saw how I took off the door handle, so I'm just going to put it back on reverse way. All I'm going to do once it's dry, I'm going to go ahead and grab like this end with some vice grips and bring it back and move the spring to this side and just get the spring on there so it finally just grabs around here, and so the spring could put the door handle back on every time, and it won't be just loose. So yeah. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and let it dry for now. Alright, so I had put the door handle on last night. It was way too dark, so I didn't even try to record. There it is. See how it, also I adjusted the what is it, that little adjustment that pushes down the rod to open the door, so it's a little bit easier. You don't have to go all the way up. You just right there. Some of them you have to go like all the way and then kind of put a little bit of pressure, but this one hardly any pressure. Just pulling back a little bit, opens easily. Like I said, put on the door panel, put on everything. Interior looks clean as always. Also take a look at the trim. No, I feel like this was something I had to do. You know, I just really didn't have time to do it, but especially when the passenger gets in or you get in on your door, first thing you see would be like that cracked up molding and then like a loose door handle. You know, it just kind of already presents your car in a crappy way just getting into it. But this looks a whole lot better. Take a look on the other side again. And this one easy to open as well when I first did it. There it is. Like I said, you could buy the door seals from Honda still. So if you can't find them at the junkyard like I did, you know, these I found for about $5. But the ones off of Honda, you could probably get both of them for about $80. So about 40 a piece, which ain't bad to be honest for OEM parts. Some of y'all probably think that's expensive, but I mean, you pay the price for quality. But alright guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll see you guys on the next one.